All right, there we go. Yeah. Live, let me get the name of it. Cool. All right, perfect. So, EX08 has dropped on the simulator recently, so it's time to go. Welcome Biz to the stream, punctual as ever. So, we're going to be playing with a couple of new decks today. We have the Source, which should be a good bit of. Have a look at that. So it's a play on the Galaxy Mirage deck, but instead of the Galaxy engine, we're going to be using the sort of Imperial base engine up to the 5s. And then up at the top end, we've just slammed like every good green or blue card from, you know, the new stuff, in an attempt to just build something relatively fun and toxic. Tried this a few times already. Seems to be going well so far. Hopefully we can get some actual like hard meta matchups for it, and we can see this thing in proper action. And then the other one, slightly more controversial. Yes, it uses the Mother Shoto engine. But you know, trying a different hybrid package to the one that I used for finals. And we're going full in on like some tamer deletion effects. So we got 4 of these Megadramons, we've got 3 of these Black War Greymons. And the idea is there's a lot of hybrid tamer based decks around at the moment. And the hope is that we can, you know, absolutely shut those guys down with this. I'm not sure. I think this might be built too much to counter that strategy. It might not work well against other decks. That's kind of the experiment. I also am not really convinced on this hybrid package over the more standard black one. But we'll play with it. I like the idea of this metal Kabuterimon. I don't know about the Beetlemon, but we've shoved them in just to see, really. So we can always swap this out later. This is very much like a V1 of this concept. So we'll start with this one because I think it's a little bit more interesting. We should probably change back over to the EU servers. The American EU. Now we'll try and get straight into it. BBL. Good to see you, Hazel. Also nice and punctual, getting in nice and quick. Let's see what we have for game 1. Hopefully something relatively, like, you know, meta so that we can... This hand does look a bit garbage. Probably. One of the issues I'm finding with this deck at the moment is, as beautiful as this card is and as broken as this card is, we don't actually have any way to trigger it after the initial use without playing like another one. So we're very much relying on the fact that it's preventing them from doing card draw, and then hoping that they kind of punish themselves on it. So we might end up looking at putting in the Galgamon from the original Mirage. And that has generic jamming on it anyway, and Evos for 2, so it might just be the players that we put that in there anyway, and it replaces the jamming egg. But at the moment, I'm liking the jamming XV because he's searchable with the rookie, as well as reducing the cost of the DNA. Which one do we want? Probably grab this one. Don't have. Not finding Tamers instant, but we might have a way up. All we need to find is our blue level. Okay, so we're up against Tyrannomon, by the looks of it. Relatively standard looking list so far. Probably very much based on the one that did very well in the Ocean Finals the other day. Very exciting to see Dinos make a big entry to the format. Tyrannomon has been done so dirty in previous formats. And I get that, like, you know, you're not using the original sort of top end for this. We gotta take the Vmon first. Where's this? Digimons? That way around? But, you know, Dynamon is fucking cool card. Speaking of Dynamon, we are running him in here as well, just because he's generically fucking awesome. So we can try and get lucky here and get the Evos up. Or we could hold off a little bit longer. I think we might as well try and get lucky. They've already kind of got a decent. So we'll see what we can do. We'll Evo here for one. Draw into a... no. Okay, we can still get lucky. But we can also just choke them. Honestly, Biz, you're right. Dynamon is bloody goated. I mean, Sec +1 and Fortitude on its own is pretty nasty. And then you add the fact that it just has this lean as fuck removal. And this absolute gate ability of like forcing them to swing into you. It's brilliant. If you can get it to DP climbers. What do we want here? Getting one. We probably... unfortunately say goodbye to that medieval gallant. Might find another one. And we've already got 2 different top end options. It'll be interesting to see how this guy plays around the fact that we also have Dynamon. Alright, get straight into Tyranno X. Solid card. And then he's gonna be raiding it. Good, good. Hopefully we can keep our 2 demons. We do have backups. Find our XV with. Game we lost. I think we had to try and push a bit low. What are my thoughts on the new Deep Savers deck? I haven't had a lot of chance to play with it, to be honest with you. It's been at my locals that I go to. However, it's just been nearby me, so I haven't actually played against it myself. I really like the look of some of the new, like, effects that they got. You know, like the Aegistrum level 7 is very nice. Stopping people from using all of the disgusting on-plays that are in the game these days. So that's nice. But unfortunately, I haven't yet seen it like pop the fuck off. So maybe it needs another wave of like strong support, and then, you know, it'll be pretty good. But for the moment, it just seems like a really nice like prototype of this new style of thing they're going. We haven't been lucky enough to have a level 4 hit our trash from this. Can't just use Worm on trash even. Bit of a shame. Trying to bring back Blackwall Greymon. I mean, good luck to you, honestly. Because I loved that deck back in the day, but yeah, ain't quite there right now. Okay, so we do look pretty fucked, I won't lie. We haven't managed to find our blue level 4. We don't have a whole lot of option to get out of this. I could have slammed them to 10, maybe. Probably was a better idea. Instead of trying to get lucky again with finding the level 4. Because they already are going to get sec possible. But I can pass them to 2. And they won't be able to evo up and kill me. We have a little bit. A little. I don't think it's worth not DNAing. Just they'll just desperately look. I'll grab the search of you. Might need it. And we will just really hope that leaving them on view memory. We definitely need to do something drastic. Unless we get a little bit saved by the fact that he's going to check my last 3 security. Like, if he hits XV1 in security, we can just slam the worm on, do the Evo for 1. Then we're good. Yeah, that helps us a lot as well. That's going to make our plays very memory efficient. Oh shit, Hazel, you pulled the new Dokkan 10th anniversary card. Let's go, dude. Gratsies, gratsies. That's Pog. Let's see what that looks like. The Goku veggie that you can swap between. Goku Smash. Not sure I can find it. I'm having a quick look. Which forms are they in? They're just base forms or? Oh, finally the XVmon. We could be into. I think we're gaming now. 0 security in the game begin. Perfect. Put 1 over here. Okay, Hexablow also helps us gate the shit out. Let's not use the memory gain just yet. Let's go here as well. Still not going to use do on the source strip effect. DNA Digivolve. Grab that. Do that. Now we'll use the effect. This guy definitely the worst. Let's get rid of piercing doesn't matter anymore. Get rid of, and that doesn't matter. So now these shouldn't be able to understand. We can't actually do any cheeky swinging because this guy's in the way. Is really. We could go into medieval, explode it, but then this will kill us. We realistically have to go into Hex. We could go into Hexablow and keep something else up, but I'm not sure that that's particular. They do have a million cards in hand. That's like 1, 2, 3. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we'd gain 5 memory if we went into Mirage, which would put us back to 3. We could then go to 5. We could then drop rookie, pull back 1 off of that rookie. We wouldn't be able to go into it. Be able to. So Mirage does give us back a lot of memory, but I don't think we get into that. I think we have to just go into Hexablow. Know that this guy's going to come out with 2 memory and not 2 mine. We could kill something with Hexablow. We go into Hexablow, then we've sort of dealt with them. But these guys aren't on something anyway. I guess it just depends on whether Crimson Ace. So yeah. But then I have to give them 1 more memory. We'll do that though. I feel like that's just... Go into the Hexablow. Move the rest of the evolution sword. When there's less than 4 on the board, snap them out. Okay, so now even though he's stronger, we've got Iceclad, so we can kill it. And now that it's got no sources as well, its Fortitude won't trigger, so we don't have to worry about it Fortituding us. Which is really nice. We have not got a green, so we won't draw a card. We're not 2 cards, so we won't draw a card, but we have a blue, so we draw 1 card for this. We won't get all of it. He's got Garby Bonding. Okay, that's fine though. This actually does work for us. Now we can just pot it. Re-establish the DNA. He no longer has the thing that forces us to swing into him. And then we could become Dynamon instead. Dynamon could... Yeah, I think. Like, he's got no more aces. Getting a lot of value from the security. Maybe we shouldn't have done. Getting a bit risky. If we use medieval, we Evo for 3, spend that, pop that, pull back 5. Or we go into Raj, send that back to. We go to. Then we hard play medieval. Get 5. But then that's. I think we have to just go. The nice thing is Dynamon does prevent this swing, but and then it won't be from the Ildramon that we of that threat. And if he tries to remove us, we get to play Dynamon for free because of Fortitude. And we get to play XVmon and Stingmon for free due to the Ildramon. We get a fair bit of stuff here. The frustrating thing is that this guy is now going to be got a lot of memory and a lot of probably EVE up his whole very efficiently. The only advantage we have is that a lot of his good ways of making his even deeper involve swinging into, well, involve swinging, which means he'll have to swing. So we'll still get the Fortitude proc, even if we don't get the partition. And even just the Fortitude. A slow start is definitely going to punish us. Bond of Bravery is very good in this deck, though. Very good in this. Gone up. Ooh. He suspended that Digimon. Well, he's swinging in. So this is he's avoiding the Fortitude. Still okay for it. Still not in the worst spot. Okay. Being in a pretty bad spot. Luckily we've been deleted by an effect, so we will just partition. I guess that's one good thing about his when Digivolving is he's decided to delete us instead of going through this. Kind of messed up there. He just didn't trigger the when we wouldn't have been able to partition. So we're in a much better spot. Do we want... We could play a trash, or we could drop this to make our even. We can't get anything with partition in. Oh, we can. We've got the third. DNA. This is just gonna lock his board again for us. Very nice. Gaining lots. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. I was something nice. Okay, he's got to be on like 4 or 5. He's still around that number. We could bounce this, or we'd gain back the 4 in. We wouldn't even. We don't have an end of time. The one problem with running like low amounts of searches is I don't want to like whiff all of my effects. I don't run a lot of searches, and we've used 3 of them already. One more. Don't need Hexablow just yet. The Hexablow we have to. Don't have Pierce. Medieval Gallant does just... We could pop that for... That gets us 5 back. Effectively 7. Gain the memory. Okay. And now we have Chimera. Very memory. XVs we can go into. Shift. This guy's now 13. Well, let's just Evo this up. Have to swing into a... But... be over the threshold of his ace as well, so... it's not gonna want... Fortitude will then... trigger me to just... because we did the... you can just kill it before it even triggers. The on-play effect, which is one of the craziest things about Medieval in this matchup. If you have Medieval and you're up against this, you really don't have to worry about that Fortitude as long as you evolve the Medieval. You're going to get 2 triggers of your when Digivolving. So the first one kills it, then when it plays itself, you trigger it again, and then you just kill it again. And you don't have to worry if they're not. Very efficient way to handle. Do we have Stingmons in trash? We do have Sting. You have a... and our deck is getting very... Do this because it's very memory efficient. Go back to. And okay, cool. They've realized they're 2 out of this now. We're doing all right. Because yeah, we could have done that. Swung twice, gone into Marat, bounced them. They're not getting a rush out. Realistic. Because Medieval Gallant will stop Rush Guilmon if that's what they're running. I know that the Oceanic list did have the Rush Guilmon. So for 3 memory, if you have 20 cards crash, you can do it. Yeah, honestly, that was quite a big turnaround. It was looking pretty Desperation Station there for a while. But got out of it. I mean, they misplayed slightly, which definitely helped us as well. Giving us the partition was not the play. But that was pretty good. We'll do a couple more games on this one, and then we'll try the other deck out. But that dinosaur deck, honestly, it's not to be trifled with. I think it's probably slightly harder to run than most, but I mean, it's... Okay, this hand is god-awful. And is better. You at least have a way up. Speaking of deep savers, looks like we're going to see it now. I'll be able to get a much better opinion for you once this game is over. We literally have the perfect opening. Go into the Demon. This. Oh my god, we're even going to get hopeful DNA if we can just get a rookie. Annoying thing about Chimeramon Evo though, and it's the only reason I'm maybe considering taking it out. He's currently here because he's basically a 5th like partition. Because you can tuck the other partition one. But the annoying thing is he doesn't count as the colors until the Evo is finished. So you don't get the memory from Stingmon or XVmon when, even though he will become those colors. That's slightly annoying. Don't have another rookie. But we can just have Medieval. Assuming they promote and don't. So they've already established the option, which has the when it's face up security effect of while you have 1/1 memory, none of your DS traits will be deleted in battle. But during their turn, they're immune to battle. They have like the super jamming. Okay. Stuff we can go into. But we don't have a... I think... just to stop them from changing our security. We could, even the back, Belgium. All the DNA. You don't always... take the hit. And I think we Evo here, we just pull back 2 memory. We still just leave them at 1. We have the partition set up for the Chimeramon. Take it back for. So it's not the end of the world if we lose this guy, because we have him to like retrieve him from crash and get the partition. It could be worse. And we're still putting them at 1. And then if this guy does survive for whatever reason, boom, he's a Medieval, boom, he's a Hexapile, boom, he's a Dynamon, whatever seems better at the moment, we can do it. The nice thing is when they floodgate on-play effects, this guy's, none of this counts as an on-play effect. It just becomes like a pseudo on-play, sees his own play. And then that triggers his all turns to let him use his... So even though they can floodgate us from using our on-plays, we can get around it. Still work. They're still playing in Raising. Great for us. That buys us some. think we need to. I think we're gonna, even though it would be really nice to have this. Take this. That gets us another one of these. We're gonna lose this pair. We have access to 2 DNAs. If we play this one, we will go to effectively. I think we're good. Have this view. That goes down. This guy does have jamming as well, so that'll be 2. We have a green. So 1 off the one attacking. Let's start swinging. We might hit Tamer and then Hexablob. Start hitting. We'll get refunded one of it by the Demon gamers. And better than having to negate everything. Not gonna be doing. Not entirely. We go into Chimera though. Memory. Gonna be able to choke. Hexablock. And I think we just dropped this game. This is a nice little blocker, dude. We can drop him for 3, or we could establish. I think we put him on this. Let's get this thing. And then we'll... We get him down for the same cost. We get to do a single draw. And now we have a blocker with an full effect. They see the writing on the wall already. Game. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't get up into anything big. But, that is sort of the thing about this deck. That Deep Savers deck is it's like... It can definitely pop off. It looks like it has the potential to, but... A lot of the time I find that the game's a little bit like that. Demon Stigmont. That is a full line. Getting second. However, there's no obvious way. Unless I get past E on my text. No obvious way. I think we can always get worse. We do have us. We're just gonna have to go Toge in the back. Because then if at any point they accidentally pass it. Yep, big dubs, big dubs. This is the dinosaur-based eggs. This is probably dinosaurs again. Riku TCG SP. That feels... don't know why. Oh, now we can force them to. Alright, we're going to give them a really nice start here. But then, hopefully, immediately afterwards. Oh, absolutely. Oh, perfect. Find the better DNA piece. Problem is, we've already established. Are we better off taking? Oh my. Office. I think honestly right now, I'd rather just have. No, just take the sun. Just keep digging the deck. It would have been really nice to have hit a green. We're gonna be able to do an Evo up into an Evoing up into medieval counts. If they can establish Dynamon, which I'm hoping they go up and get into Dynamon. I don't know that they even have the memory to like if they do our play go into they do the but if they can't do that, then we will establish by Ultra. Stun them. Do our like we won't even do our 2 checks. It'd be like 10k. End of turn. Fortitude. Perfect. So there's nothing. What that I'm. Anything he's gonna go. I think what I want. View memory. Go for 3. Oh no, we're only game 1. I need a Vmon more than Evo for 2. Do our end of turn DNA into okay. He'll be at 1. That gives him very little play. His Fortitude is going to stop him from he has it. So I don't think he's going to be activating. And then next turn we. And if he doesn't go immediately into. If he does go into Dynamon. I've been considering adding like either a blue or a green. Really not. Like 1 which way around I'd put and 2. Yeah, gonna have to use them. Mogi being established is let's set up this guy in the back. This. We have a Vmon in here as well, so actually we can even go. We not take partition if we gain ourselves the additional colors. bigger than this Dynamon. We could just keep, though I'm not sure. Let's just put the Pale one on. We'll do the minus 3k, which is helpful because it means that when we Gallon, we can now kill it. We do have all these effects, but we have to swing this once. We'll have to. We'll like that. Suspended, we'll kill it. Heal Fortitude, and then. Oh, we did have to. Fuck. We had to suspend it. We did have to suspend that. We messed up though. Because we couldn't hit it. We were only hitting 11. So I needed to suspend the Togemogu so that we could 13. That was a miss. That was a bit of a miss. Forgot about the numbers. Okay, that's really worth remembering. Really worth remembering. That on the initial Evo, we should have suspended this to kill it. Because we didn't need to suspend it the first time, but we needed it to be suspended. Suspending the Dynamon. Still think we're relative. Pokeball. Crash, and then the nice thing is did swing. Don't have. Perfect. That's us incredibly well. Very lucky. And we know he has the Argobot. Gonna need. He's not affected. The only thing we can't bounce it. Right that. Play something. We will. I want lots. We could try a bit lucky with. Or we could just. Medieval Gallant. Realistic. Let's be a little bit lucky. See what I'll draw. Gain the 2 memory just. And we're gonna look. Find any. Good, we found. You know, don't even have to eat. This. Leave our 2. Still can't swing because the Dynamon blocking it. We do have more Medieval Gallants. We'll have Vortex. What we'll do, blow up. Just have Vortex. We know he has an ace, so we're gonna have to blow. Let's just. half the extra. Not that we a lot of different Vortex into the lion. I don't think he. Okay. He'll scramble. He'll play the Argumon, and then we'll. Oh, Gallantmon. It's a shame in the West that we got Gallantmon so close to the scramble cards, because scrambles were out in Japan like forever. Like we got them so delayed compared to it, that we then instantly got like the absolute counter, like way too close. Very sad. Yep, so we'll just kill it. Kill it dead. Oh, because these are not optional. I had to trigger them then. Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, I never even thought about that. How powerful that the when you use medieval to suspend something, if it's an opponent's Digimon, it will actually trigger all of your token. That was an unintended interaction. That is one of the nice things about playing on these auto sims, is if you don't spot an interaction, sometimes you'll accidentally trigger it, and the sim will like teach you something about the deck that you didn't even you had access. So that's really cool. That is really. You're stunning as well. If they hard play anything. He's come up. Drop this guy. Evo. Oh. Go there. We're just alliance. We don't necessarily need. How many DNA pieces? You know one's at the bottom. We should still have 4 more that we can find. And the deck is relatively. I think Evoing here isn't even out, especially because of how memory efficient. Didn't find what we wanted them for, so we can just do 2 swings. And then this should be another. I doubt he's gonna do anything. Got the very cheap Evos. This guy is crazy. Like if you promote from this guy, the value you get on your evolution, like every single evolution for the rest of the turn is reduced by 1 basic. Because the entire deck is done. Or in odd. I wonder what Tyrannomon card they've written this Evo about. Tyrannomon in name without text. They're obviously like trying. They could raid. Delete that. I'm gonna strip 2 sources so we can remove it to 2000. And remove. Will he de-digivolve? He suspends that. Probably gonna de-dig. Oh yeah, it has to be the top. Probably gonna go into yet another item. Huh. We think this. I only got into 1 dino once. Could have. Seen half his deck. You should have at least 1. He is running the Shoto. I completely get. Like, that is a good card, especially when you've got the medieval gallants. We will just use. We'll suspend. Eat the big problem solved. Play this guy. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got too many swings. Like, we don't even need to get the DNA. Alright, that's 3 games on that deck. 2 games against Dinos. 1 game against Deep Savers. So far, so good. I mean, this deck is doing really well. I have seen some Gallant Mons on the sim with this before today. Those were actually going quite well as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. I still think there's good, like, there's still a lot of wiggle room. Like, this was just like a super first draft build. Well, so I mean, looking like it might be worth getting some of the Searcher Wormons in instead of these Vmons. Or, like, you know, instead of maybe some of the ones. Because we almost have too much draw power by the end. Like, maybe this Sting could be like a Chimeramon I'm still very undecided on. I like being able to get a 5th instance. But then also, there are just other good Ultramon. We could even be using a level 5 that doesn't require DNA. And then, as we discussed, we've also got the option, the Galgamon, to get jamming, but also to force both players to draw a card. Although I believe the problem with that would be, I don't even know how to spell. Just make it. Why am I not? Or is it like Gal? Oh, Gal? Oh yeah, it is. EAO. Yeah, this guy's kind of nice. Be very memory efficient. You still keep the jamming. However, you lose the ability to evolve on the worms. Which, I mean, in this instance, 2 of your cards. It's not even that crazy. Like, there's only 2. So, you know, maybe you just don't care. Maybe. And then you're only being whiffed by this one set. And then if they have a lot of cards in hand, he's technically the same memory as XV. Even if going into... Okay, I think what we do, we remove these. We put this in. And we just see how we feel about them. Because if we ever are in Mirage, this guy's nice. Because then he's super memory. So we'll try this out. See how we feel. And this is giving jamming to all of our level 6. Whereas normally we lose jamming as soon as level 6. It also gives jamming. So I think this might be the better play. I didn't really think about it initially because I was very much going for the childish one. This isn't on play though. But he's still just like... We'll try that. We won't do that right this time. Quickly hit up this deck. The Tamer Hate Mother build. You can tell I'm very high on the Medieval Gallant one in every deck I'm playing. Terrible opening hand as well. Better opening hand. We actually have a way out this time. And we have the interesting Metal Kabu, which I haven't been able to use at all since in my very low test. Drop this. I'm getting a glass of water. Oh, I'll take this. Okay. Looks like Deep Sabers. I don't think... Where is this Deep Sabers? No, this is not Deep Sabers. What the fuck even is this? Like Ice? Ice Boys? Scattimon? I saw a Seedramon and I just thought Deep Sabers. I'm yeah, we can get the blocker on. I think we'll go with temporary block. Of course, we then instantly find the Shoto. That's fine though. We have block. Do this then. Do a lot of searching. Cool. Get out the Taikamiya. Deck top. What do we need? Don't need Crimson. We just want more Satsuki or hybrid. Perfect. Good start. I'll play the Satsuki back. We're just gonna try to establish as much as humanly possible. Because now if we top deck Satsuki, we can drop Shoto and Satsuki. And then we're like, there are a lot of situations then when we're setting to like... If your opponent has a Digimon with the... Oh, any Digimon. Oh fuck. Alright, Mother's gonna troll me. They're setting high a lot of them. Okay, yeah, definitely scanning. Actually, I see these cards from one of your opponents. Whether one of your opponent's Digimon cards can't spell out it. No, when Digivolving. So that means I can't. Well, nothing I got. That's back there. So that's fine. Give one of your opponents. Addymon. Replacing one Digimon that spend. So they can put... Right now, they can just do this to me. As a form of... But they're recovering my security. Very interesting. I'm very excited to see how this... This is a deck I really want. I'm very excited to try it. Ice Clad makes me slamming this very tough. Because if I ever try and slam this, I just lose the ice. If I vortex. Like, even this, right? If I vortex into this, I lose my medieval gallon. It's really rough. Ice Clad is also meaning that, like, any of my mother blocks are just gonna die. So this might actually be like a... Indeed, Digivolve. Does the thing underneath it have Ice Clad? It does. They all have Ice Clad. Basically everything in here is like... So my best bet is going to be like D-Digivolve and slam Gallon and Board Clear. Having blocker is almost irrelevant right now. Even to this bug. Go into the... For this. Give block. Evo for 2. Or for 0 again. Do some... Give blocking. I'm just thinking I kind of have a way to get like good sources. If I just build like a big tower. I'm fairly sure they have access to like source strip though. It's only going to be so effective. This is going to be really interesting. I'm just going to like slam the suspending these two to activate the window. Play this out. And this is where like vortexing would normally be a really good idea, but I'm just gonna die to Ice Clad. So let's not vortex. The plan here is basically I now can have a Crimson 8 target. The Ice Clad does not save you. So we're really gonna have to play around like just effectively using our removal and then trying to swing when we ideally find a moment where they can't. I don't know that they get blocker with their Ice Clad. I think we might be okay in the fact that they shouldn't. We can use our mothers as alliance top. And then we can do things like Crimson Ace. To when their trash gets a bit higher, just try to OT. Lose. Kind of expect. You just have like a. And if we ever get lucky and we find them, you know, caught out in a stage where they don't have Ice Clad, then our blockers. I think the rule of thumb is if it's part yellow, it's an ice. But I might be. I really want to put a couple chimeras in this deck. Get like. Gives the security attack. If he targets medieval, that's fine. You can always get a security attack back by. We could blast here. Doesn't feel worth. We're not gonna block either. They've done some work for. And they can always die. We're feeling relative. It'd be nice to find some of our Tamer hate pieces that we can. Another throwaway mother. We're only sack -1, so wing, and we points. Maximum. Even though we're only doing 1 check. Other note. Have beetle method. Barbu as a and then this is only gaining blocker for if they try and ice clap them. I just have like a token that isn't one. I'm not entirely sure the values. Maybe not the best kill in the world, but yo, nothing. You're now getting to the point where I think Crimson 8. I'm really liking the look. Very fun. I think if I was in the ace heavy build that I used to play, this matchup would be a lot better. This version that I'm testing at the moment definitely is going to struggle into the ace. If you can just like triple D digit. If they return medieval. I think that cool for a gallant one base. Oh, are they gonna place? Yeah, they're gonna. Straight up. Oh wow. What? I didn't think they were in a bad position. I mean, maybe we've run them out of play. How many scatty ones? Yeah, they're like barely down. I don't think that was a So the one problem with testing this style of deck on the sim is a lot of players are like very salty to this style, which is like, you know, fair play if you don't want to play against it like that. I think this is a deck that I very much have to play in circles because, or at like a locals, are less likely to want to like, because otherwise you get a lot of these low quality games where people just go like, oh, I don't want to. A decent. Anything with Crania and drop sound. If I have the choice to between Satsuki and Shota, I typically choose Satsuki first because Satsuki opens all avenues of play, whereas Shoto only really opens avenue. So we drop this and give it. Yeah, dude, we're straight winning all day. Even from weird positions that I felt weren't. Okay, time to quickly speed read what the can't be deleted. It's to play thing. And what's the rank? I don't embarrass. Well, it's unsuspending. Delete. Yeah, and deleting. So my training one is going to be potentially quite useful. Training one can stop things. Raid means he has to hit this. I have to double raid. Am I in a rush? You don't know that I'm in a rush. They just establish more. Like a second show. And we'll go into this. Gonna whiff the Digivolve. Play this. Now we can't be the other one that's rolling a little. That's fine. We can raid into them. We'll lose one mother. That's absolutely fine. I think we can lose like one or two in this match. Or we have. I don't know if this deck can deep. The one. I'm not seeing. I think we have the ability. We can de-digivolve this by. And then we can go. I think his. De-digivolve. We're just gonna board. And we're gonna do a lot. So let's just blow up the one that. We need to suspend this. Suspend the one we're not blowing up. I don't remember if the Sims bug. We'll text them. And then we'll learn if the timings are... Now we should get the ability after a line. Should get the ability to trigger all of our other end. Yeah. So we give this piercing blocker and unsuspender. And then we trash the top of the security. I don't think we're supposed to be given an order. I'm fairly sure it's supposed to trash then. I don't know why it's giving us the choose the order. But we'll choose it in the correct. Well, assuming that I'm has to be. So now, all we need them to do is give us a Digimon and not kill us, which is going to be really hard because we. But if we, as long as we like stay as a. Oh yeah, nice. This is the thing I think I'm gonna like about having this Abatarian, is he's synergizing really well with Craniumon because I'm getting blocker without needing shit onto medieval. And things like if I go into Black War. This guy, a lot less so. He's yet to be super useful. I think he's useful when I'm planning on attacking and I can go into the other guy. But this guy's feeling very droppable right now. And this guy's feeling very good. This guy could make it into the main mother. The only annoying thing is he evos off of Tamers. Very expensive in comparison to the hybrid type. But you kind of use him with this Sephiroth mod if you're going to do that, I think. So that you're just reducing the problem is, what would he take? He would probably take the spot of the guy who gives block. But then I'm reducing the amount of Sephiroth. I don't know how often that comes. But getting the getting the on-play really nice. Using him with opens up a lot of. Because we're also just straight up establishing as if we tuck him, which is really like really not that bad. And then if you just digivolve into like Wrath, at least you at like is like decent. Or you're like this guy at 8. This guy at 10k with blocker. And then these are all still valid ace targets. But the key is if you can get into like rapid or and then go up. Because like having blocker just is really, if you're not doing like we've got this guy hard thing. I think I saw on the update log that they're planning on it. I really hope they do. We are just hard locked. Still though, just thinking about this guy. A lot of opportunity. Opportunity. You could also take out the bounce. Like, maybe you take, like, 2 of the bounce. Because the bounce protection is nice, but realistically, like, you're getting that through anyway. And, like, I can't tell you how many times I've doubled this protection. You know, where it's like, I have counter turn to hand and counter turn to deck, like, twice, because I've gone from, like, the Mercury. Again, though, the only thing is, dude, this guy, he's really gonna. If he was 3, it'd be like a no-brainer. Or he really is just a. But he's also hard slam. You just throw him down. Even half. It just. Because off rip, he's just. But like, if they have an ace as well, like with a lot of the level 7 aces going up, just throw this guy. He's a 1-cost drop at that point. Maybe a 2 of in the main deck. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the deck. I'm having a feeling that this guy has, like, just AFK'd out of spite because of my. And as rough as it is, I'm just gonna. Because with no inactivity time. He gets the dub. Gets a move. And I think we'd established a good enough. The game was pretty much on. I don't think they were like. So I'm happy to say. Yeah, it is funny how quick we get games. People are just like sometimes in the. What the fuck is that search? 4 wisdom training. What are the chances? What are the? We're in a Fenrir man. This is gonna be tough. Definitely, especially because I think my other build. You get a cheat. Do we want these cards? We don't have anything. I have to just on all. Higher numbers, lower numbers wrong. We'll give block. I mean, he's just gonna blow up and then. Establish the loop. Gonna get to 1. We've also like completely gutted this deck of all of the hacking, which I think is the only thing that can up any fuck. So I'm probably about to find out why it's very much counter. But we're doing it just to learn, because we might find we want to. We've just gone with something that's different enough that it's gonna give us this idea, other, and then use this instance. We're probably gonna find out that we don't like being purely on this. And he's put the thing. Still have to block in a way that we nicely. We do have this at least D-Digivolve, whatever. He goes up into level 5. You can slow him down. Oh, okay. Oh, this isn't Fenrir. This is Dax. Just purple based Dax. Oh, this should be better for us. This should be way better than the... Okay. Perfect. In some... This is the trash save guy. Yeah. We're forced to attack them. I did forget about. I'm gonna get code crack. I'm not gonna get anything. We have 2 ways to D-Digivolve. Both cost. One gets us up. And gives us protection from... We don't have any aces. We'll use our wrap. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go the beat, just because we've never tried. Now we're liking Rampant One. We could get it all the way back down to level 4. So we're gonna attack. We're gonna do the evil. I can evo him, but nothing's evil. I guess so. I could have gone insane, but Sephiroth's already. That was no. I need to have my play my. He Digivolve. Will absolutely live through sheer miracle. And now we don't really want to Digivolve. For me, I just want to kind of go up. Fine. I think I'm just... Yeah, I'm gonna Eve over here because then I have blocker like somewhat long term. Get a tie, which deck top. This is you get Megadramon. We already have Black Horse, so we're gonna go Megadramon into mini. We have block. The realist question right now, do we pull? Because we have the ability to play it if anything. No real benefit to having it in. But if they're running Death Act, we turn it from 5 cost to 2. So we're gonna not do it just to think about Death Act. Because I would rather he pass turn Death Axing. Not that I think he would Death Ax me in this situation. I don't think my board warrants it just yet. But we're just gonna think about it. And we're gonna leave. This deck doesn't run. It might de-digivolve me, which could be a bit rough. But we have Mother as well. I don't think it's gonna. If it dies, I think it gets outright deleted. And I think it gets outright deleted before it de-digivolves. But I've been wrong before. And that's part of the reason. Turn low. Do we ace it? Yeah, I think we do ace it. I'm not seeing a good reason. Gets on suspend. Then we get to suspend. And then we stop this guy from evoing so that he can't save it with his trash. And then it's just gone on unprotected. When that's August. Yeah, but you can't. And then we do this. You have plus 2k just in case. Heat effect. And we chill. And we've dealt with one EG. His next turn, deal with the other code crack. And yes, he's going to get one of them back from trash, but now he only has one instead of... So the tamer deletion come in kind of handy. We will lose this. But then we'll get Satsuki anyway. So again, yeah, we're kind of okay with this. We're going to go to like... You know, we're going to set to 3. To have the 5 memory. I kind of served his job of just play for effectively reduce. It gives us targets for our Blackwater. Oh yeah. Hold on. Did we have that stuff? Is that why we didn't die? Was that last turn? Did we climb the whole way? I think we must have. I forgot we even had that protect. We lived and so we couldn't even be the lead. And as such, they just fucking surrender again. Because might have even had game. If we went into like rapid. Now we can win. Wasn't that? Couldn't rapid and then medieval. Couldn't like. Oh, I mean they were gonna be in a really rough. Because we could completely wipe that ball. And we'd like even be. They'd be starting from out. And they'd be at 2 member. 3 when they get that thing. They'd be at 3. Yeah, it was looking rough. Well, I guess with these matches being a little bit faster, we'll just do one. We'll see. Maybe we'll try editing. Or we'll try like changing up. So let's get rid of the Digimon. Let's get rid of Beetle. Get that guy in. We want the other set. And then it's whether we want this other blocker. We could also drop Bokum. I won't lie, he's come up a few times, but it's like he goes down in my estimation like almost every time I use it. It's really hard to know. Really hard. I mean, I may be happy to just try 2 and 2 and like not shake the boat too much, because really what I'm thinking about doing is like removing this from these and going like the 3-3 on that. Yeah, let's rock the boat. No, we wanted to remove one. Keep we'll keep one. Then we add one more of the surf. And we add one. Or the cap. We'll go 3. We'll go 3. Do all this stuff. Well, let's go to this. I'll know what this means. This is like the midway. And then we want to get slightly more Megadramon because we're testing that theory. So I think the answer is to take it from... It's either going to be a single Mame or it's going to be a single F. It's going to be the answer. Or we could find the room by doing something. Anyway, I don't know how you do that. I think we're just going to drop a single Etamon. Because especially with Gallant, like hard dropping the Etta just does not feel as good as it used to. So I'm not sure that he's as useful. So we'll just pull him down to 1 as like a nice halved. And now what I really want to do is I want to get access to some black orb. So we're going to pull out a single one of these, a single one of these, and we're just going to grab 2 black orb. And then I think I'm happy with the... We are now at 6, so we could throw the Crimson Ace in instead of a Death. I think is how I'm going to try. So we get rid of Death X, replace it with... This is pretty much a good replacement for Death X, I think, between the medievals. I think we're happy. This will be the current... And we'll see how we... I think bouncing is a bit less popular. So losing 2 of our bounce protection, I don't think it's going to feel... The game feels like it's like even more deletion. And then I'm really hoping that the like loss of these aces doesn't really hurt, and that these don't feel shit. Because Sephirothmon is hard playable. This is. Mega Gargo is life-saving. This is life-saving. So we'll really have. But we'll do the last game. I think this is nice and has rapid Mega Gargo. Put them to 4. Turn 1. They're on like Wisdom Tree. Okay, so we're in some kind of like purple fluffy, probably Leviathan. At least a Leviathan. So we're gonna be looking for our cranium on here. Cranium on is what? Can we afford to not? I don't know them. Drop this. And then we're gonna go a little bit crazy. I'm gonna put them to 7. It does feel rather but this is gonna give us the ability. I think really what we need access to here is a medieval. And then we'll just and if they try and establish too hard on us, we can just medieval kill them. The mother might be able to block something nasty that's coming our way, because I don't think they... Not really sure. I can't remember how big when they go up into... I'm also just hoping it's early enough, even though I did see them double. That they maybe don't have the best sort of opening play. Like, they're finding Levias, but they're not finding Levia X's. Maybe they have an inherent. That Levia over there. We don't have anything in trash that eat with a biting. And even if they could Minecraft, the effect would. Gremlin. And luckily we don't play by effect, so they're only going to get that ability if they force. Oh yeah. Still so far so good. We have the 2 ties set up, so we're blocking at 19k right now. Very happy. We have de-digivolve twice on a tie. I think we can go bang bang. We gain all of our protections. And they now have the Leviathan. I'm really tempted to just like whack down Gallon hit and just wipe the ball. So they would get the level 3. It's scramble out Gazimon. Or we just go bang your put you back to your level 4. Give them 4. They have access, but they can't delete. So we make a gog. We just lose one of them. Sort of is what. Or we just slam with you, spend both, off it, put them to. Then they have to scramble. They have 5 memory. They can definitely probably. Oh no, because I kill whatever they. Yeah, okay, that's the play. Because whatever they scramble, I just kill. Yeah, yeah. We weren't thinking. It's okay to not think. Blow that up. Problem solved. Yeah, we'll just give him. Who knows? I'm not predicting. Kill whatever they play. And we're not giving them anything like. They'll have this coming. Up. We've got the Megadramon coming. Aim a kill. Maybe it runs some analog youths. Maybe it runs. But I don't think it. Getting very set up. But I'm also feeling good about the fact that we're rinse through. That's fine. That's acceptable. We're gonna go to a lot of memory. Question. Annoyingly, if they passed us like one less memory. We could hard play this. That puts them. They've still got so much. They've got. But I'm not entirely convinced. I just do that. Feels in to just give them effectively 11 moves. But I just don't like everything in our hand is just better used active. So like I would rather do the double climate actually on stuff. And having double tie Kamiya is just gonna. Whereas like if I lose one of the ties. And it's like Rapidmon is such a tool. Like such an real shame. And we haven't even drawn. Right now, like if that Gabu lived, getting killed. Eve up again. Yeah, little. Put these on. But I think the play will just. I guess that's true. They did have Tamer kill. I always. As many. We lose the shit. Which means we do also lose our ability. That was maybe bigger of a miss. Yeah, that they. And just. But would having rapid. I mean, it would have meant that we had rapid one. Could have been done. But now we can de-digivolve. I think we have. Shame we can't Sephiroth be here. Yeah, that still feels very expensive. And I think nothing really stops them. Other than the fact that I think. I've seen a lot of that deck as well. But all we need is for them. I guess that's the thing of like giving them. Okay. Well, it's worth remembering. Like, the end turn was definitely. I really should have just double card on a tie. Had this exact stack previously. And then just had the ability. They had it. I mean, it's not unreasonable. The only nice thing is writing. You have shadows. Thing nice. Nice and very. But we can clear a lot of stuff. So we're just gonna have to use up like. But that's very. So we'll force. What will we? We can't kill this. Make this swing. Digivolve this down to the like level 3. And then we can kill the one that. I think the players that actually have this that are much more. Let that attack. And now the answer. So then we just need to make a decision on whether we're going to hit the Rapidmon or the Mega Gargo here. Rapid will get us a deletion of some security. This will do nothing. But will set us up to kill rookies. Okay. And then I think they just deck themselves out. So then we have two options. We either go into Shadow Seraphi, which will remove everything, or we go into Mega Gargo. I think Mega Gargo is the play here, because Mega Gargo just shuts down the Evos and completely reduces like any play they might want to try and do. So we just completely shut down all of that. We block. Next turn, we kill their last two Digimon as well, because we have this. I mean, they might just Bite and Crush us and kill us, but either way, we kill them because we can just slam Crimson if we really need to. Yeah. Okay. He's going for some big reveals here. But now we just tighten those screws, wipe the board. He's not got a scramble. He's got 3 cards left in deck. Yeah, we're gonna give him loads of memory, but he doesn't gain rush. And if he evos up, he just loses the game. So I think we just slam. I don't think he has any play here. I genuinely don't think he has anything. Like, he can kill this, sure, but that doesn't win him the game, because I can just hard slam Shadow Seraphi. And he's got 2 cards in, you know, in deck, so like, what's he gonna do? Realistically. Like, he'd pop Purple Memory Boost, slam a 5. Evo. That buys him like 1 turn. Okay, so yeah, he's now automatically gonna like lose the game next turn. Yeah, there's just nothing he can do. I've won. He can't do 6 checks right now. I just need to pass turn and I win. That is the fun thing about playing into, or the interesting thing about playing into the like these levy decks, is you only need to hold off a couple of their assaults, because they rinse through enough of their deck that they kill themselves a lot of the time. I think like really strong players do this a bit less. They don't necessarily run through their deck as fast. They're like a little bit more aware of things. But like the deck naturally cycles through so much of its deck that like, you know, it sort of doesn't matter. If he'd have established like a scramble here, like he could have lived, but yeah, he just loses. And it's like, I did just have the ability to slam Shadow Seraphi. Digivolve this back to a rookie. He just left with 2 rookies. Like, let's assume he still had cards somehow. Like, 2 rookies versus Shadow Seraphi. Like, even at 6 memory. Like, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand. He'd draw, like, 1. Maybe he has, like, 3 cards. He'd have access to, like, 7 cards. Like, the game, he's not winning from that play, you know? Realistically. So you just hold out and then you win. And we didn't even need Shoto. Like, we had Shoto for like the early couple turns. Like, we only saw the 1. He killed it. We just held. Basically like just using Medieval Gallon, a Crimson Mode Ace, and then 1 like forced Mega Gargo turn. We were able to completely mince him. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed some of this. We'll be live again on Friday morning. If anybody catches that, they can come on. It should be roughly 9 AM again. Might stream a little bit longer on Friday. Don't quite know yet. I've got a winner box event coming up on Saturday at my locals in London. So if anybody's close enough to that and sees this, Dark Sphere has a winner box. Would love to see you there. It would be awesome. So I might be playing a bit more of like the relevant stuff for that. I'll probably be running a Mother Shoto build. So I might just hard test this variant we just threw together. Because a lot of people at my locals are very used to my deck now. We don't have a lot of blue players doing a lot of bouncing, so I think bounce protection I can just reduce. And I think it'll really catch a lot of the players off guard if we swap it up a little bit. My worst matchup right now is Purple Hybrid, so I want to try and get some more matches on Purple Hybrid. And I'm a little bit worried about the Fenrir matchup, but we only have one Fenrir player that plays regularly, so unless some people come in from out of town, we might be okay there. But yeah, good stuff. I will be seeing you next time.